Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another week of Valorant. My name is Cade, and I'm here with my co-caster, Evan. We're back again with another CBC matchup up against Western Iowa Community College. Today is an interesting game because we have secured our position in the playoffs, but today, if we win today, we will be the number 2 seed in our playoff bracket, but if we lose, we will be the number 3 seed. So there are some stakes on the line. This is still a very important game, but we're going to see how it goes today. Evan, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good about today. This is, as you mentioned, our chance to try to figure out where we will seed for playoffs, but we're hoping to try to secure some maps and get this win clean.
Yeah. We want to get this win, get ourselves in the playoffs in a little bit more of a favorable matchup. All right, so we'll go over our starting lineup really quick. First up, we're going to get the rosters up here first. Starting lineup today will be Datboy Moy, DJ Fallen, Doyun, Peekov, and Young Chicken 3. And up against Iowa, we've got Opie, Agile, Kaizen, Hopscotch, and Beans. Looking at some stats for our players, we've got Young Chicken up here first with a 1.3 KD, 9.4 assists, and a combat score of 201. Not bad stat-wise. He's got a really good support lineup with his Sova and his Sky plays. But right up, following up on him, we've got Doyun pushing him out of the way. 1.65 KD, 7.5 assists, and a combat score of 294. He pops off a lot more, and we've seen how he does whenever he's on any agent. We've got Peekov, 0.82 KD. He's the entry fragger duelist. He gets in there, he tries to create space for his team, gets as many picks as he can. With eliminating some util on the way that can get his team down and plant the spike. Very important player. Up next we got Datboy Moy, 0.84 KD, 6.2 assists, and 142 combat score. Stats do not reflect how important this man is to any team. Every time he plays the Cypher or the Smokes, he's always got the best utility usage. We love to see him. We love to see him cheesing too. And last up, we've got DJ Fallen, almost a 1.0 KD. We see him on the Smokes as well. 173 combat score and 7.5 assists. An important player overall, and everyone needs, just a good support lineup on their back. With that, we are going to be taking a little bit of a break before we get into the official match. Everyone's still getting ready, but we'll see you back here soon with our first map. we're back. Last little bits before we get settled in here, we are going to be playing the first map, Sunset. One of the newest, I think the actual newest map in the game. Do you have any opinions on it, Evan?
I like this map a lot. It is very good on the defensive side, especially if we do see a Cypher come out from either or team. Cypher is good enough on this map, particularly because of how close everything is and how closed off all the sites are with majority of the walls, so Cypher can really work on his traps, but we will see what they decide on doing.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know too much about this map. I know just a little bit of the viable agents. I know that Viper, this is one of the maps where Viper is not played, which makes it a little bit different because we see Viper pretty much every single day whenever we have our professional matches. But Omen will be the primary smoker for this map. We see Omen a lot for good reason, to put his smokes anywhere on the map. A very dynamic agent overall.
Yeah, and we are just getting into the agent selection as CBC will be defending first map, and there is that Cypher lock-in and the Omen, and it looks like we are going to be getting everyone else locked in. We got a Breach as well on Sunset with the Sova and Raze. Waiting for everyone to get all locked in. These do look like very good team comps that are going to be hard to try to play against. What are your opinions on seeing this matchup, what we're going to see today?
Well, I'm very biased, as a lot of people know. I love Sova, so I'm not sure how viable he is on Sunset. I know he's got a couple good lineups here and there, but what I'm interested in is seeing the Breach. Breach is not an agent that we see very often anymore, as he doesn't provide much except for flashes and CC, and he's got to work around his team a lot. He's not a selfish agent as a lot of the. We're seeing Raze on both sides and a Jet coming out on the side of CBC. And Sky, who has recently gotten nerfed, but she still has her place in the meta as being one of the only agents that can heat.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how they play Breach. My only guess of that choice is because of that ult. With these sites being super close together, his ult can pretty much cover the entire site, and we'll see if he will be using that to try to back them off as they are attacking this first round. It looks like we are going to be splitting up. As I was saying before, Cypher is getting set up on B to try to stop any push coming through main. So with this setup that I believe he's trying to do, the only option that they really have to get an advantage of pushing onto B side is by going through mid. So we'll see if we can hold off as we begin the first round.
You have already taken some pre-fire shots in mid, looking to just catch a random headshot.
Looks like they're pushing mid. Breach, here comes the Sova dart. Breach is going to be waiting, maybe trying to get a stun. 2 peek out mid. Peek up does get hit by the stun.
The aftershocks coming out. Doyan sitting in the smoke, looking to catch someone. He sees Hopscotch, plays the trip. He catches 1, catches 2. Does he get 3? Not quite. Kaizen has to run away with very low HP. But they're able to rotate, getting that advantage, making it a 4v2. Young Chicken picking up Agile over on the A site. They look away. Oh, they did not see Kaizen in the corner, but Young Chicken's able to clean it up. Last one. Woman's having to push into 2 people on A.
They are trying to get that double peek on the Omen, but Omen does have Spike, and we'll see if he decides to rotate or
30
not.
30 seconds left.
Depending on if he wants to fake it. He does have 30 seconds, which does give him a lot of time. But if he goes through main, he's going to get caught by Cypher. Going to get caught by the cam or the trip, so we'll see what goes on. Omen did destroy the camera, so they do know that he is going to go on B, and with so little time remaining, he has to plant.
10 seconds
so we'll
left.
see how they deal with this post-plant situation.
Spike planted.
He was able to get the spike down. Gotta watch as they double peek.
He does hear the swing as Chicken does tap the bomb to see where he's gonna go. Catches on the rotation.
Does end up catching him. Dat Boy getting the cleanup on Beans, and that is the first round to CBC. Winning the pistol round, getting that distinct advantage very early on in the game.
Yeah, Dohyun getting those 2 kills at the beginning is going to help him eco-wise to get into this next round, as they're going to be very wealthy to buy some guns to hopefully get a quick 2-0 started.
I think we're going to see a very default setup coming from Dat Boy. We're going to be seeing this every round, it seems. Trips on B site, 1 from mid, 1 from down main. He's going to throw his camera out right as the round starts. Very basic, but it works.
We're going to the next round. It looks like Dohyun is buying a sheriff to most likely save for op in the 3rd round. Like, I just know that one person's there. Now he knows that multiple are there, and it looks like they're going to try to get a hard push out, as Cypher is actually going to be trying to bait.
He got one, but Comet Beans ends up taking Dat Boy a couple missed shots, but Dat Boy was completely blind. Breach stun comes out, ends up taking out Dohyun. Pika finds Hopscotch in mid, 3v2. Spike's coming down. Down comes the Omen Smoke and the TP. Pika's faking for a little bit more of a deeper TP, but actually still on site.
It looks like they're going to be trying to play this. There's a little bit of a flank opportunity. They're both sitting in the defender's spawn side as they're pushing through market and CT.
For the spike, I'm not sure where it's playing.
1 enemy remaining.
DJ does find 1.
Spike is planted for a good angle. We'll see as Pickup does get the shot through, making it 2-0 for CBC.
Gun here.
Nice job there from CBC. They played that post plan perfectly. Taking the retake, having DJ put the smokes in those 2 perfect spots, and then using the dog right there at the end to gather some intel. They were able to see which angles that they needed to watch for. So overall, just great teamwork and great.
Oh yeah, and as we see from the player cam reactions, Young Chicken is just relaxing, hoodie up, gaming. Looks like we're gonna be seeing no additional buys from CBC as they save for next round. Actually, we do see a late Vandal buy from Dohyun and a hard push onto A site.
That's a duelist down. That's that space denied on the side of CBC, but Comet's finding DJ means that we have no smokes.
DJ did get ults or util spammed in the corner and was unfortunately caught, so we'll see how they deal with post plant. Being a 4v3, but their breach is half health as Pickup does get hit by recon dart. You know, at least one of them's there. Dohyun gets a pick.
Pickup finding Dohyun always blinded.
Of course, a 2v2 throwing a nade, all but he was there.
1 enemy remaining.
1v1, try to get a satchel out. It's looking the wrong way.
No idea.
Fake TP.
But he does end up getting the headshot, just aimed better and got Beans right at the end there with 5 HP.
That will be 3-0. This is a very big round for CBC to win. As we check the player cams, everyone's all hyped. Everyone's ready to play. Getting that round to beat them out is very good because it puts them in an eco disadvantage. Now they have to save one more round, which should be an easy pick as Young Chicken does come out with an op to stop that mid push at all.
We're gonna see how they changed up maybe. Looking like Boy is putting his trips in slightly different spots as the main one was not currently working. But he doesn't know if they're all going to be pushing A.
With the setup that I see them running with their guns, it kind of seems like they're going to be hard pushing it with those stingers. Throwing util. Pickup almost secures the raise. 2 down from DJ.
DJ calling him off the way he cleaned up his 2 kills. And ends up getting 4. Young Chicken nicking the ace, but that's okay. He doesn't need to get all 5. It's a team game after all. Very good job from CBC. Very good job at shutting down that util spam through A site.
Yeah, DJ getting that 4K there was very good. He was just in the right position. Everyone just kept pushing him one by one as he secures all 4 kills, giving us a nice easy 4-0. But now we are on even playing ground as Western Iowa. Thank you. Western Iowa does buy full guns and full kits. So we'll see. It looks like they're going to be trying to play default or at least slow A. Everyone gets their angles going. Sova's going to drone mid as everyone is waiting to see if they're going to try to go for a pick or not.
They're using that TP just to gather some intel.
Reach did throw a blind out, so they do know that at least one is A. They're trying to see a little walking, wait for this smoke to go down, see if DJ can catch them. Chicken does get taken out.
Cover going out.
Watch out, catching one in mid, looking like he's trying to get it up. You see both ciphers over on B, just waiting for the other one to make a move, playing some mental chess over there.
Oh yeah. They still haven't committed to a site. They have 48 seconds left, so they can still change decisions, but it looks like they're going to be waiting a little bit longer for a pick, or maybe they're just going to wait until they see somebody and then hard push in. We will see now as ults come out. Rage does throw nade back sight. DJ does get caught, and Pika gets caught in the ult as well.
So he's found one, and that was just enough for him to pop the ult and catch Pika as he's trying to rotate.
My eyes are down.
Now with the spike down, they have to rotate. I have no idea that the enemy Cypher is still right behind them. He's been playing over in that angle for as long as he possibly could.
Yeah, they aren't really aware of him. Now it's all a decision on Dohyun to see if he is going to save off or if they are going to try to win this round. It looks like he is Moy and Dohyun are just sitting on these angles waiting for them to push. They're going to give them the round, but at least they're going to save 2 guns and one of them being an op. As everyone backs off site, this is going to be 4-1 for CBC. Yeah, that ult just at the beginning. They just tried to play, they just played default, got that first pick out of mid over Chicken, and just played that out perfectly.
See here on the scoreboards, Pika and DJ Fallen both with 5 kills. Young Chicken on 4 and Dorian and Dapper with 3. Everyone's playing a little bit, playing a good game. Everyone's on a positive KD so far. And Agile being up top on their team with 4-4-1. With the Econ matching up a little bit better now, we're going to see how they change up their playstyle. Looks like they're going to try and go back to B, pushing right into Decoy's setup.
Give me a call.
Yeah, Sovadark does go mid, try to see if they can catch anybody, but it looks like Moy does have the B side all locked down to himself. Got all the right setups. And we'll see. Looks like they might be playing default as well, trying to see if they can get a pick mid. A smoke does go out. Let's see if they try to push market. They do have a 3-2 split that I like to see. No one's overcommitting just yet. As DJ uses his ult to gain intel from mid and realizes somewhere there.
He did catch Kaizen right on the foot, but that was not enough to kill him.
The Raze ult did come out. Dohyun did manage to escape as Drone does also catches one with the blind. They are just getting util spam in CT. Pickup gets up. Does not secure one, but does get some decent damage as Dohyun goes down as well.
Young Chicken cleaning up.
I know exactly where you are.
Gets the tripwire. Cypher comes out, sees where everyone is.
I don't think Chicken saw Cypher on the right. He does get some good sprays on, but they do not have a lot of time to try to make decisions. They have to go.
Like they're not going to be able to actually make anything work here. They're going to have to back off.
Let's see. Chicken does get that pick because I don't believe he's going to escape the bomb. He does. Now he does have time to grab the op, which he also does. That will save them a good amount of money. That does leave us at a 4-2 advantage as we go into the 7th round of this first half.
It was a really scary position to be in. The ult just barely missed him. I thought he was going to be caught in it for sure, but he was able to get out of it and grab the op to save a lot of the team's econ. It's a big expense buying a big sniper rifle like that, so luckily it's not too bad for us.
Yeah, so as we start this round, it looks like they're going to try to do an all mid push, but as we see, they do have their breach ult, but we do have Raze and Cypher too, so they try to make any attempts, as Chicken does see Sova sitting back
Spike
A.
down mid.
Saw his shoulder and was able to pre-fire the angle right as Beans walked around.
They do have bomb down as Silva picks up bomb, but he might get caught in Young Chicken's angle, which he does. That leaves this game to a 5v2 as they are sitting in CT.
CBC now crowding around the spike. They're not going to let them try and get it back. They are trapped right there on B main. I'm going to try and push in and maybe try and take out DeBoy.
Yeah, I think the best option here is to just wait for them to move. As he gets one, will he get the other? He's spraying. He doesn't know where he's at, but he does catch him a bit. As Pika gets him with the nade, securing it 5-2 for CBC.
They played that perfectly. Catching everybody out in mid like that was able to secure B main and kind of trap them in that little corridor. So they had to walk into DeBoy's setup, which is in disadvantageous position. You know, you get concussed, and DeBoy obviously knows where you are. Cypher always knows where you are.
Oh yeah, yeah. Moy actually took his trip off to reposition it, and he did that at the perfect time for them to get caught. So as we begin the 8th round of this first half, we will see a hard B push, it looks like, as stun does come out and ult as well. DJ did get caught in it, but he did make it out with his TP. Pika does get one with his grenade. Looks like a hard CT push.
Spike planted.
Got the blind, sees one more, but he gets blinded as well. Chicken's got op, we'll see what he does with that. Throws it down, picks up a Vandal. The Cypher ult does come out and see that they're both on site. We'll see what goes on here as we do a slow play.
One enemy remaining.
That fall almost got him, but he did pick up the kill.
Hopscotch, one shot will do the job. And it does, right in the shoulder, and DeBoy is able to get the spike defused. That was an amazing bit of teamwork there. Young Chicken using the dogs to secure the intel, and that boy with the shots. Nice job from CBC.
Yeah, they played that situation very well when it came to the breach ult. Luckily, only DJ got caught with it, but he is Omen, and Omen can teleport, so he did get out of there safely. And just the hard push, trying to keep that composure when they're rushing you, is really good. And it looks like they are getting put in another save round from that. They just haven't been able to get onto site, it seems like. And when they do, they end up doing pretty well. It's just this defense is crazy insane as we see Moy switching from B to A. But we will see. It looks like another default push because they're at such a disadvantage when it comes to their guns.
It is insane that they are not able to make a good attack, as their team comp seems very attack oriented.
Yeah,
so,
it all just depends on their vision, which is their Cypher and their Sova. But on offense, it is not that good for Cypher. They do see Dohyun with the recon dart, and the flash comes out as well, so they know one more.
Dohyun does get taken out in spawn by the Bulldog. Chicken does not quite get caught by the recon dart, but that boy gets shot in the back. Comets takes out DJ over on mid, and Comets just being a little rat takes out Young Chicken as he's trying to rotate. Pika has the angle, he's not quite able to catch the Cypher.
Oh, he does see a
30
little
seconds
piece
left.
of the raise, but he is going to
planted.
get cross-picked. Ooh, actually, Cypher does back on the side to try to get it. Pico does get the pick from the op, so he still has op secured. He does have ult to see if he wants to use it, but he doesn't have any satchels to get onto site.
They need to clear that angle.
Let's see what he does. He does have time to think, but he's got to check his angles. He knows one's there. Now, I believe he does know where both of them are. It all just depends on whether he's going to use his ult this round or save it. So he's going to get that, but he does get caught as it ends up being 6-3 for CBC.
Thrifty victory there. They spent less money than CBC, and despite it all, they were able to secure it. That's what that means. But that doesn't mean too much, as they still are a little bit at a disadvantage on Econ here. Everyone's still able to buy their guns. Doyan, even with the knives, is able to save even more money. The Jet ult is going to come in clutch, and as long as he gets the one taps, he's able to make it work.
Yeah, we will see how this round plays out. It is unfortunate that they did not get that last round, but it looks like they just got caught with the info from mid from Sova. Once that dart hit, then the breach just flashed and shockwave, and it did not get anybody. As Dohyun tries to push Agile, as they get both in mid with bomb down. Dohyun fighting for a gun.
Doesn't it find his
One
gun?
enemy remaining.
That's fighting with beans.
Cage triggered.
DJ is right around his shoulder too. Is able to clean up all the kills that Doyan's looking at. My Tap Boy on B site is able to get the other Cypher. Cypher dip, push right on into his setup.
Yeah, once they got those first few picks mid, it was just game over. They just had the confidence to swing everything to get those kills. It looks like they're gonna get put in half and half eco. It looks like they are going to save, but their Cypher does have enough money to full buy if he would like to, and probably enough for next round as well. But we are going to see 3 Bulldogs with some light shields and heavy shields combined as we go into the 11th round of this first half. It does look like they're going to be doing a hard push A, as they do get, as Dohyun does get a pick first.
We see that Kaizen gets picked off very early. Or he can even
Scout destroyed.
get a pick or even create space.
Yeah, and everyone's just waiting as Pickup does get caught. And that Cypher ult does come out. And here comes Silva as well. Let's see if they can try to dodge it. But he does get caught going out onto site. Young Chicken's going to be playing very close quarters with this op. Let's see if that is an advantage or a disadvantage for them. 2v2 situation here.
Spike planted.
Silva Dart does come out, but it does not catch them. Let's see here on this interaction. He does
Last player
shoot
standing.
as a blind shoot, as a bait, but he does get baited as he tries to switch to this Vandal. And DJ gets caught as well.
Good try there from CBC, but a little bit of a hard
Last
thing to push
round
into,
in the
and they've got
half.
so much CC and intel on you with the Silva and Breach. Breach can just flash you and stun you over and over, and Silva can just grab the dart and know exactly where you are. So it's a hard thing to push into on a retake like that. So a little unfortunate, but we still work as we are in the last round in the half. It all comes down to this before the halftime, before we go into attacking side. We're going to see how CBC plays.
Yeah, as we begin this round, are going to be seeing an attempt for a push on B, as both Cyphers has their cameras in the same exact position. He's looking. He hasn't caught anybody yet. Breach did get caught by it, and it did get destroyed. Not really committing on anything just yet. They do still have
I must wait
a minute 15 in this round to figure out what they're going to do.
3 ults still online on both sides, including a Breach ult, which can absolutely take over B side.
Yeah, if they can try to get this Cypher released, in the best case scenario, they only get DJ, which DJ can teleport out if needed. But we will see. Silva is droning A to see how it is. They have not moved to a site yet, but they are running out of time as 30 seconds have passed and no movement has been covered. So we will see a shock dart is falling somewhere.
30 seconds left.
Got a cross map lineup. It's actually a little interesting. Dart landed right in front of trying to get a cipher trip.
Yeah, it's a lineup that I have not seen, but my guess is we're going to be seeing a breach ult coming out here very quickly. Omen did TP to A site.
10 seconds left.
We'll see if Chicken can
Spike
try to get the
planted.
pick through the wall, but he can't.
He wasn't able to catch Beans, so the spike did come down. But Beans, not ready with his gun down, does get taken out.
Oh, that smoke
Last player
absolutely
standing.
cut off the Sova. As he does get seen going into smoke. Gets one. See if he can get this flash off. As it is baited.
Agile was able to turn around and not able to, or even though blinded, was able to kill the
Switching
young
sides.
Chicken. Now we are 7-5 to the half. Now switching sides. Now we are on pistol round once again on the attacking side of Sunset. We're gonna see how we change our gameplay with the double duelist. We do have a little bit of an advantage, able to create more space for the team.
Yeah, I am very interested to see how this half goes. The opposite team only has one duelist, so I have a feeling that it is going to be very difficult for them to attack. But it all just depends on those first picks and how they play it with their own abilities. 7-5 coming into this is pretty much even, which is what we like to see. We never like to be under rounds. We'll see as DJ does go mid by himself. Looking like a 2-1-2 split. As Dart does hit mid, but doesn't see anybody. Shots coming out. But
Yeah.
no actual movement being played here.
I have to take some pages out of Agile's book. I gotta see these solo lineups.
There.
His lineups are clean. Been watching Jonas.
Oh yeah, average Jonas, best Silva out there. My personal hero.
They do spot this Cypher trip. And they'll see if we can try to get anything here. Cypher is alone on A, but Sova is right next to him, ready to back him up. Still waiting to see if they're going to do an initial push. It does look like we're going to be doing something right here as everyone gets ready to line up. Dashing in his face, getting the headshot.
They all went in fast. They waited for everyone to be there before they pushed in. But Comet's Agile, once again, with his Silva, he's able to just classic it up. He gets 3. Chicken taking out Kaizen.
Last player
Low on
standing.
HP. Beans putting up Chicken. Gets Dat Boy too. Yeah, they've got a free defuse. That is the first pistol round over to the side of southern western Iowa.
Yeah, Moy was shooting at the Omen and then flicked around, figuring that he got the kill, but he did not secure it. As we move on to the next round, where we are going to be full saving, and it looks like they do not buy any Marshall or Outlaw for this chance, so there is still a chance for a play. No one-shot potentials here.
He's the only one that bought for the side of CBC, and he buys a sheriff.
Here,
Bohian is going
Here.
to be
here.
ego swinging this, see if he can get a first pick and secure a gun off them. Still playing slow in main. Trying to get a double pass. Peacock does get a pick as Breach Blind does come out.
Getting healed up though by Young Chicken. Almost like that fight never happened.
Yep, getting a free pick off of everybody, especially since he had no armor as well. They do go on site. Peacock pushing up site to see if he can get. He does get a right click on the breach, but he doesn't secure another one. Boy gets spiked down, but does get killed from behind.
They pick up a Spectre off the enemy Omen.
Heal up, squad. Out of healing.
Young Chicken just
Here.
getting Doyan up a little bit more. Main and main.
Yep, and DJ does get off of site safely with his teleport, and now they're just waiting to see what they're going to do because they do have the life advantage. maybe try to see some sort of push, but they have all the time in the world. Bohemian does get caught off from the walk-in spray as the breach tries to go in and secure it.
That's 2 kills for the side of CBC and the round secured as they're able to walk off cleanly and not lose their guns. Overall, a good save round for the side of CBC as they were able to walk away with a Spectre and an Ares.
Yeah, they pick up a few extra guns as well during that round, and this is one of the things that Western Iowa does not want to see, is losing that round, because now they are the ones that are going to be waiting on money, as CBC does have the advantage gun-wise. Looks like we're going to be seeing another push towards B, maybe waiting on a pick or deciding if they're going to go fast, but they do have full util. They send 2 pushing up mid, getting that nade out and dog out to try to secure sight. Dohyun does dodge in, but and catches the Raze. Raze gets hit by dog and crossfired. That Raze just had no chance with all that util being thrown at it.
Can't forget the good shots coming out from Pika and Dorian either.
Now we will see 2 are flanking, but Chicken does get 1 caught and gets the second one as well.
Oh, finds them both in market, and DJ with a little bit of a spray ends up catching them both. Stopped shooting for a second, almost like he was shocked at seeing Hopscotch still there. But he was able to secure both, and that's a flawless victory to the side of CBC.
Yeah, he gets that 1 kill, stops firing, and then he realizes there's one more right behind him. Kind of had him questioning if he got that kill or not. But we are looking at a 9-6. They haven't really had any opportunity to get a post plant attack going on. The only one that they've had, they just can't get it going. We will see if they can try to defend any better, as we are looking at A, which is the same site that Cypher is on, which will make this a little bit harder to attack.
See if get slowly through this side hallway here. He's just kind of sitting there, waiting for intel.
2 did get caught on camera, but both Dohyun and Peacock did get catched by, as the Cypher trip does catch Raze in the double satchel coming out.
I know exactly where you are.
Oh, that is a Cypher on our side. Is able to see where everyone is, and that allows Dohyun to get a kill on Hopscotch, but gets traded right back out.
Dohyun did think that he got that pick, that 1 tap, as DJ is going to have to back up because of the Sova dart. Blinded from both sides, and does get the pick.
Wasn't able to catch Aizen in the blind there. Last one is in CT spawn.
Now all they have to do is just not push him. They just have to let time run out. They have this round in the bag, as that trip is going to catch the Omen, and I think he realizes that, which is why he's going to back off as well, but he does get caught by Moy.
Gapoy getting the clutch exit pick there as he's walking away with his back turned. Shooting him right in the back, and just gets rid of his gun, and now they've got a big hit to the there.
Yeah, it looks like every single time that they get that opportunity to get full buys from everybody, CBC just puts them right back in the same place. They just haven't been able to gain any momentum off of this, as we were looking at Agile being 16 and 11 and everyone else falling behind him. As we do get in to the 17th round, CBC only needs to win 3 more to secure this map.
Really, Flash comes out from OP.
Yeah, we'll see Drone as well get caught.
They're just gonna push through mid. It is open for the taking.
Yeah, that Sova hasn't rotated yet to peak mid, so they have all the time in the world to figure out what they want to do, but that Sova is favoring A for the support, because Cypher decided to go back to B as we are slow pushing A. Out comes Sky ult. Pika does satchel on the boxes. That's one of them a bit as we get that last pick.
My ultimate isn't ready.
Moi getting a quick setup.
They don't see Bison, but Bison's able to back away just in the perfect time.
There.
Now Hopscotch has to run onto site.
There.
Yeah,
There's no
and
util.
Peakup's bot just chasing Kaisen. As they are both sitting on pistols, but Moi does get caught off by that pistol. With 2 taps.
Just gotta play
Last
there.
player standing.
But Hopscotch shooting Peakup in the back. He's just gotta play his angles right. Oh, but the Cypher ult
Whole cats.
does end up catching him. He does end up flashing himself. Just botched it a little bit, and now they're able to get the defuse off. That's a round over to Western Iowa.
Yeah, Peak.
You think I don't know how to get by without money?
I'm losing my mind.
I find
Where's that? Here we go, sorry. Chicken throwing that flash. He just ended it a little bit too early and caught it on that corner where it did not catch Cypher off. But he did end up lining himself, so Cypher got that clean pick off of him as we are 10-7. Not too bad of a hit on Eco for CBC. We can still buy for most of this round as Dohyun is going to use his knives for this round. We do have 3 ults
Get out of
against
my
2.
way.
We'll see how this goes as both Jet and Raze's ults are going to be very good for attacking. Dohyun is pushing mid quickly. See if he decides to go into spawn, make their way and try to get a pick. DJ does make noise mid. I don't think they realize that they have an Omen sitting in market. They do hear the Sova drone.
Actually trying to market. I didn't realize that the Omen's there.
They are, I believe Daniel is just waiting. As we do see Razel come out, does get a pick, but leaves him 3 HP on site. Getting that sky heal.
3 HP to 85, just like that.
I know
Looks
exactly.
like all
where
4
you
are going to be going market. But we do see Cypher ults come out from CBC. And here we go with the initial push.
Got him.
One
With his
enemy
knives, he's been
remaining.
saving them the whole round. Was able to find 2.
I must wait.
Does
a
get
moment.
picked off by Agile though, their top frag. Now Peakup's just shoulder peeking, trying to catch Agile, but Agile's just walking away. He doesn't want any of it.
Yeah.
And Tap Boy from behind is able to catch Agile as he tries to go tap the defuse to catch anybody sitting in mid. Didn't see Tap Boy just sitting on site being a little rat.
Yeah, just where that spike is planted, he just has to guess where there's going to be in front of him or behind him. And unfortunately for him, it was both. They pretty much had all angles secured from where that Sova was going. So we will get into the 19th round for CBC. Only got 2 more left to win this map. I think we are going to see an aggressive angle from the Sova to get that outlaw shot, but he does end up missing. As Cypher camera misses as well. They do know that they're on site, but they haven't been affected by anything yet. Jet dashes in, gets hit by trips, spraying blindly, hoping to catch somebody. Blinded by his own teammate.
Cage trigger.
As Moy does set up, they are going to have 2 of them back off.
First guy's just taken out, and now they have B for free, but they are going to rotate over to A.
Looks like they're trying to make it as a bait. Dohyun frantically sprays and gets that pick. Dashes in and gets blinded. Now it looks like they are going to go at A, and they do realize that they have not, that no one is on site, that they all committed on B. As they do hear the bomb going down, they're going to try to run over there to try to not waste any more time.
They've just got to play time. Like they're giving some balls. Razel comes out, but is not able to quite find anything.
Peakup did get hit by Ray's ult, and he goes down as well by Kaisen. We'll see this cross angle,
One
see what
enemy
Kaisen
remaining.
decides to do.
They were both pushing on to that boy. The young chicken with the Odin just ready in the other corner, being a little rat that is able to spray them down in that cross angle.
Yeah, that was just such a good play by CBC. As I said from the previous round, they pretty much just have to guess. And unfortunately, the person that they didn't look at had that big gun and got both of them. So we are going into the final round of the first map. It's been going pretty smoothly from CBC. A little bit of issues here and there, but they've been working them out smoothly. See if they will do the same thing last round as just try to get a pick and pretty much give themselves enough time to choose whatever site they please. We're looking for a mid rush here. The dog does get caught by the trip,
Blocking sight.
but he does get caught by breach. Duncan gets a pick.
Oh, Comet's agile. Pushes onto mid and is able to take out 2. They're still able to get the spike down. Dorian spraying through the smoke looking for a kill on CT. Not able to quite find anything. Sees the drone. Knows that there's at least one person there.
He did get the Sova drone before it caught him, but here comes the ult. Ah, that stun just makes his fire rate so slow he couldn't get it. Go, Moy.
My ultimate's
In a 1v4. As he gets hit. Will he get the pick? All he has to do is wait. The jump peek. He's not on it.
And there he
As
goes!
Moy secures it. The 1v4 out of Moy to secure the map 13-7 from CBC. What an amazing end to the series. It was looking pretty dire from those picks, but Moy just played his util and played the time on the bomb so perfectly. As we see, it comes out with Chicken being on top of the leaderboard with a 282 combat score. Looking pretty good from them for the first map.
Everybody is on the positive KD too. Everyone pulled their weight that time. They've got all the util. They played it perfectly. And that boy on a just perfect clutch with 5 HP right at the end there and just spamming through the smoke. Very good job overall from all of our team. We are going to be taking 5 to go and take a little bit of a break. Let ourselves calm down from that clutch round. We'll be back again for Ascent in just a moment. are back. We are going to be loading in here to Ascent. Everyone's just getting a little bit ready. But before we do that, we are going to plug our merch really quick. Right up here on the QR code, we've got jackets, hoodies, t-shirts, polos, bags, mouse pads, anything you could ever want. CBC Hawks Esports. A lot of those are really cool. I kind of want the mouse pad for myself, but I've got a mouse pad already, but maybe I'll check it out. Maybe if we get enough support for the merch, maybe I'll feel pressured to do it myself. Moving on from that, though, we are going to be loading in here to Ascent. How do you feel about Ascent, Evan?
What's one more mouse pad? You
Yeah,
could always have more.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how this map goes. Ascent is not my personal favorite, but it is one of my favorites to watch because of the action that can happen on these sites. I am anticipating at least a KJ from both sides because Killjoy is very good on this map, but we will see what they do decide on doing for the team comp as we will be getting into agent selection here very soon.
You hurt me with your words against Ascent, and I know how much CBC despises playing this map too. I'm surprised it kind of got under their ban phase a little bit, and they're actually playing it today. But I love this map. I know it's an unpopular opinion. You know, Sova mains, we love it. We love how it's made of paper. We love the wall bangs that we can get through all the random off angles that you wouldn't think to check. We are going to be loading in here, and we are going to be predicting our lineups. Evan and I were talking a little bit in between maps. We're going to see if we are correct in our prediction.
Yeah, as we get most of these picks, here we go, seeing both KJs be chosen, and it looks like we're going to be having a 1-to-1 pick on agents from both teams. Now this character selection is going to be very good for both sides as they are completely even, but we'll see which team has the better comp with their characters as we are going to be defending first. Ascent is a very defense-sided map, so we are hoping to get the advantage here, but if they can get good offense going from Western Iowa, it is going to be a problem for CBC as we start to get in the first round starting pistols.
Let's see how this goes in the complete mirror matchup. We were right in assuming that we were going to see the Sova and KO both being played. Sova providing the intel and KO providing the other util. Both initiators are very good on attack. They're very good on defense too. So they can lock down everything on the map, and we're going to see how they play to their advantage.
Yeah, with this KO Sova combo, it is going to be intel for them every single time they push site, and it looks like the KO is going to be lining up for my personal favorite lineup of being in the backside of A, trying to get a knife that's most likely going to be going to heaven. See, as he waits to throw it, as everyone still is waiting to see who does what, as KJ is locking down B. Doesn't really give them an option to go there. Knife comes out, a straight up lineup to land in middle. Slowly walking up. No one's made any interactions just yet, but util is starting to fly on A site. See, flashes coming out with smokes. DJ gets two, gets spiked, and head taps. He gets the head dink on the Omen. Puts him to 50 HP, and we will see as Chicken does hear the KJ and gets the KJ as well.
Enemy remaining.
Pushed his into Young Chicken. Young Chicken picking out too.
It is a 2v1, getting that flash out, but he does not see as Moy has to break the door. 100 HP versus 50. Let's see who wins, as Omen is going to be smoking off the one side, cutting it off. Moy is going to be going into the smoke, tapping bomb. Not looking to the right side. See if he goes behind him, which he does, and gets right-clicked.
Unfortunate, he looked away right as Beans came up right behind him. Was expecting him to be coming out from hell, but it turns out he was actually coming up right behind him. That's the problem with playing Omen, and in the little 1v1s like that, he can just be anywhere, and it's just hard to play around that.
Yeah, especially on A site with that box being right there. Pretty much just play ring around the rosy with them until you see the other person those first two, or those 2 kills from Young Chicken and DJ coming out were very fun to watch as we go into our second round. Everyone is stacking B, pushing out, but Western Iowa has different plans as they go A. We'll see what their plan is. I personally have never seen this in my Valorant career, but I also play with silvers, so maybe they do not have the same brains that CVC does.
I have seen this a couple times in our games. What they try to do is set kind of like a false narrative of where they might be playing, and then they end up coming up behind them and just picking them off from the flank. They want the element of surprise with their worst guys.
Double shock dart on the KO. They know he's there. Billion does get the pick, does get 2. They still haven't made their way onto site. Time is running out as alarm bot does get placed but destroyed quickly. They have to move.
You just get spammed through the smoke like that. Beans,
He does have a bulldog.
One enemy remaining.
He was able to take out Hopscotch. Just one more pick to kind of take a hit to their econ. Only leaving OP with his Spectre. It wasn't quite enough though, and now CBC is able to buy some decent guns, but not quite enough to really make a difference or really gain an advantage. Round.
Yeah, unfortunate that they could not get onto site that quickly because of KO's, or sorry, Killjoy's util blocking them off. We do get into the third round. CVC with full guns. Dohyun still has that sheriff. We see a split push, it looks like, but Bomb is going to be making its way towards A, trying to make some noise. B. Omen Blind does come out, still playing default. Nothing has been committed yet. Pickup does catch 1.
Blocking sight.
DJ finding Ryzen in mid. I think it's the Battle of the Omens there in mid.
He's missing the KO cross. Does not see that KO is in tree. As drone comes out and catches both of them, but only tags Pika with that recon dart. And that shock bolt as well. Barely missing him in the recon, using every util that they can.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
they're blinded. They're not able to find anything. That boy, last one alive. He's got a Vandal and his turret.
That KO flash did not work in their favor, as Moy does get headshot from that, making it 0-3 CBC. A little bit of a rough start, but this is brand new map, brand new game. See if they can get something going. They have been getting those picks, but they just can't get those final ones.
As I had mentioned before, CBC does have a tendency to ban Ascent as soon as they can. So it is very possible that they're kind of shaking out the, unfamiliarness of the map, trying to, get their bearings on how to play it, since it's so different to them compared to what they usually play.
As we see, the thing that Sova is known for this map, the Omen, or the Odin, with the dart. Did not catch anybody with the dart, so he will not be letting it sing, but we will see what happens. They are going to be splitting tiles and their side going A. Bomb is still looking to make its direction towards A, but they haven't committed anything yet as they slowly start pushing into B. Sova does drone out, and smoke goes and covers market as well. See, no initial push, but with this smoke we might see some movement. Omen did use teleport to get into the back of Boathouse. Jet dashes in. Here comes all the util. Knife with dart. Dart just barely misses. It doesn't catch. Dokeman does get caught off guard.
30 seconds left.
Moy getting headshot. Gets one.
Last player standing.
Spike down B.
DJ's the last one left. They're getting the spike down. He's got nothing but a
Spike
Marshall.
planted.
Hard to push into an Odin.
Yeah, this Marshall play is going to actually work in his favor because all of them are low enough health to be one-shot. As Omen is sitting at just under 50 HP and Sova's sitting to about 80. The only one that it really doesn't matter on is the Sova, but Sova does have the Odin sitting boathouse. Gonna have a little bit of crossfire going here. He's gonna check his right, which he does and gets the pick. Last is Sova, but he's to his left. I don't think he notices. He gets caught in the smoke.
Wasn't expecting OP to just sit in the smoke like that. Was expecting him to still stay in boathouse and try and get the wallbang with the Odin. But he ended up just staying right on top of it.
Yeah, that's pretty much just a guess whether he's going to be left or right in the smoke. Hiding in that smoke is the best chance that he has of catching him off guard, which he did as we go into the 5th round of this match. 4-0 in favor of Western Iowa. But it does look like we are going to have full buys from both teams, and they are all stacked up B, but it looks like KJ has only put
Turret's destroyed.
turret, which just got destroyed as she puts down the mollies.
Bomb grenade out.
Molly is enough to deter Kaizen from pushing in so fast. Don't you end up taking out Agile with the Molly?
Moy did not get caught by the Omen blind as the Jet thought, and he did get that clean pick. Still no official push out on B side as we are sitting at a 4v3 right now. They are just waiting to see what kind of options they have. No one has threatened a flank either, just waiting on the pick as we do still have 50 seconds in this round. A lot of time for them to figure out what they want to do. Turret back up for Moy, so he puts that up to block it off. Moy also does have ults just in case to back him off, but I don't believe I'll be seeing it this round. As all three do jump on the site, here we might see this ult. Here it goes. But that Sova with the Odin is going to be very threatening
You should run. Spike
for the ult.
planted.
As the KJ
Player standing.
plants their own.
They're not quite able to make anything work on that. Using the Killjoy that late into the round was a little bit of a hard decision. What could have been a little bit better was using it a little earlier, before they were even pushing onto site, to completely deter them from pushing that site, or to allow them to make mistakes. Force a rotate, get those disadvantaged positions. That would have been a little bit of a better play, but still, they had the right idea, just maybe a little bit better on the timing.
Yeah, as we go into this 6th round, we are going to be taking a timeout from CBC as they try to figure out what they're going to try to do for this defensive side of this half. Looks like they have been doing pretty good on getting those picks, but it's just once they get on site, they just have been having trouble trying to figure out what they can do, especially with that Sova and KO being alive for most of those rounds where they plant the bomb. It's just pretty much impossible for them to get there with all their util, with blinds and shock darts and everything else. So as we get back off of the timeout, we will be continuing this round as CBC will be going eco with DJ. No, DJ does switch off and switches to the Stinger instead of full shield and Spectre.
See how they play this defense here. Seen DJ throwing up the one way pretty early into the round, but looks like he's not gonna do that this time. So he's playing incredibly slowly.
He's playing very close quarters, but does get picked off as Chicken is going to be forced to be backed off. Chicken does catch Jet and destroys Sova drone. But here comes the Sova ult coming out. Who knows if it's going to catch anybody, and it did not, but it did catch Dove. As they all push on the site with KJ pushing B by herself. try to make a distraction, but the move's already been made and they know. As bomb gets planted down,
Spike
we'll see
planted.
if they can make anything out of this 3v5, 2v5 now with
Last
Dohyun
player
getting caught
standing.
off, and Pika gets caught as well in hell.
That boy's the last one alive. He ends up taking out Kaizen. But he's got to push into Opie with the
Down.
you know, he's just spamming through the wall and is able to get that boy just in a little bit of a, you know, worse health pool. Isn't able to quite make anything work there. And that is the round 2 Western Iowa.
Yeah, that's just super unfortunate as they cannot get that retake going. So we will be sitting at still 0-6 from CBC. Hopefully get to turn this around as Chicken does buy an Odin as well to counter that spam through B. There is no one B, so we will see how this plays out. As we are seeing a fast A push from all 5. Drone comes out with the Jet, doesn't get caught, but DJ does get caught from that blind as the spam does go out through tree.
Duran could have spammed through the smoke, but he didn't want to get caught by this guy with their own.
Spike
The ult
planted.
comes out, is not quite able to find Beans. Young Chicken gets Kaizen though. And now he's got the knife. He suppresses Sova. But Sova still has the Odin, he's able to spam through the forward.
Ult does come out, but
One
he is
enemy
hell.
remaining.
Chicken does get the head tap through hell as well. All it is a 2v1 as they do get the pick and secure the first round for CBC, making it 1-6. I'm glad they got that pick on KJ too, because KJ probably had a molly set up for bomb, so trying to get that out of there as soon as possible was the correct play.
That is the snowball on the side of Western Iowa, now completely broken, and now CBC is able to take advantage and try and roll it a little bit better. Although the econ for the side of Western Iowa is still very much in their favor, not having spent too much money, they just kept saving rounds over and over. You know, when they don't die, they don't lose their gun.
Yeah, and we will be seeing jet ults from both teams being used. As we see another fast A push. They're not on A and they do not know. They do see KJ on B. Let's see if Peek can get this peek. 50 HP and a dream does get caught off though, as they have already made their entry onto A. So he does get a pick with Moy catching that KJ,
Spike planted.
putting this into a 4v3. This KO Flash does come out, sitting to heaven, getting that advantage, but I believe he did get caught by that shock dart. They are aware of where Omen is, and now they're aware of where both players are. As DJ and Chicken get caught. 1v2 right here from Moy, as he does get a pick and gets both.
That's a clutch round there from Dat Boy. Clean little headshot through the wall there on Omen, and then just had the better aim as he got Silva. And that is the round to CBC, and now he's got the ultimate online once again. Killjoy ultimate being very powerful on assignments.
Yeah, with that Guardian too, that 100% hipfire headshot accuracy is
Taking sentry.
very advantageous when it comes to that gun. Being only a single shot, but it does do a lot of damage, as we saw getting that kill through the box and that swing, choosing the right angle to swing from. We get into the 9th match of this first half, and we will be seeing a B push, it looks like. Knife does come out, and Pickup does get a pick from mid on tiles. One more wants to swing, and Pickup takes them out as well. Just one after another trying to challenge him. He does get 2 though.
Be
Getting
still
hit.
Odin.
Yeah, they still haven't been able to get the Silva off the Odin, but it looks like Moy is going to be positioning himself in B main. See all 3 from Western Iowa, heading towards mid. Selvin made a decision. Ooh. A very unique swarm grenade in tree.
Revealing area.
Maybe as a distraction. Drone does get destroyed, so they do know that at least one drone and knife getting destroyed. So they do know that Sova is mid with that Odin. So he still haven't made a push onto site yet, but we might see a push here with Blind coming out and Omen rushing through tree. But will he look above as
Down A.
DJ does take
One enemy
the Sova
remaining.
and just picks flying 3v1 scenario. They do have bomb in tree now. All they have to do is just wait.
Gotta let Hopscotch push and go, making a mistake, and then he does. Doyun just peeked out and is able to shoot him right in the head. Nice little clean kill there from Doyun, and great teamwork on the side of CBC.
And
Placing
Dohyun
alarm bot.
making a sin by not popping the Kuronami bubble. But that is a very good round from CBC, making it 3-6 again. Looks like they found some momentum to try to fall off of, as they are now putting Western Iowa in kind of an eco gap. Looks like this is going to be their last round if they do end up losing with full guns. Pickup does push in and does get taken out quickly by that Guardian. See mid picks left and right.
There's a lot of damage. Not quite enough to kind of kill. Oh,
Doesn't
Omen
see
teleports on top of him.
Moy in a 1v3 scenario, as they are going to be looking at market. He might actually catch the Omen, but he chooses to ignore. Moy can play this slow because he still has ult. The only person that has ult on their team is the Omen.
Alarm bot down. Spike planted.
See what they decide to do with it. As Sova does try to line up to help. Moy is going to see it and probably drop down quickly. Gets the pick. We'll see what he does if he decides to tap it or half it. Blind comes out. He has to back off.
Turret out. Placing swarm grenade.
Both turrets are coming out, and Swarm Grenade is coming out as well. He
The
is-
close plant here from Hopscotch is absolutely perfect. Not setting them early did mean that there was a lot of pressure for that boy. Didn't just shoot out the swarm grenades. He had to actually, you know, reposition as they flew out from Lion. I think that call out is called.
Yeah, just that Omen smoke really put him at a disadvantage because they gave their KJ Hopscotch enough time to throw those Swarm Grenades on to the bomb. Just makes it very hard to play it when that Swarm Grenade is going off, because you just have to let it go and just watch as the bomb time ticks down. So we are going to get into the 11th match, being 3-7 Western Iowa. Looks like a bit of a split push. Maybe playing default here. 2 tiles. We will see who gets the first pick, as they are going tiles pretty quickly. DJ getting that smoke off and sees Jet dash into a tree. He has to back off with everyone pushing. They want him. He does get the flash. But gets flashed as well. He will be re-meeting the Jet and does get caught. Chicken with a judge. Waiting to see what's going on. Pika playing Peeksies. Doesn't get it.
Spike
They're going
planted.
cleaning up on Kaizen. They're going Chicken getting a little bit of damage on him. With that judge. OP with the ultimate does end up taking out Doyun.
They still have KJ ult to use if they need it, but he does get picked. And here comes Knife Out with that 10 seconds. Doesn't have enough time to use the ult and does get caught from a site.
No charges.
Last round before the switch.
As a rough round for CDC and a rough half overall, as we are now coming into the last round and a half with disadvantage on Eco.
Alarm bot out.
Now they've got to buy a couple worse guns at the chance of maybe catching someone you know, on an off angle or something like that. Looking like they just did not push B at all. the big threat of our team was having that B pressure, but they just did not push it.
Yeah, with them having the knowledge of KJ being B most likely all the time, they just find it super advantageous to push A with no threats of turrets or anything finding them. We are looking at another slow push B. Knowing this team, they could go anywhere with this. At least knowledge of one being there. Still no interactions just yet. Kyson is peeking. See if he can go on. And as we see another rotate off of site. Oh, could this be a fake as Sova goes tiles waiting for DJ smokes off tiles, so they are going to be swinging back through spawn. One's still alive with 45 seconds left in this round. They still have time to figure out what they want to do, as it does look like it's going to be an A push. See what DJ would like to do while being in tree. And here comes the KO ult from Western Iowa, as DJ cannot get the pick from Agile, as Agile just spams him through the smoke with the Odin.
It does end up being a pick on Beans, though. Cleaning up one tap there. Now the killjoy comes out from that boy.
66 HP, he does not re-peek, but he does show his head a bit up top. Oh, could not get that flick on Opie. That one tap does come out as they knife Wine, but Dohyun does get caught. Let's see what they decide to do. As Chicken gets both with that hard push. That's pretty much all you have to do against KJ. You just have to push her, or else she is going to just choke you with her util.
Nice little clean play there from Young Chicken. Able to clean it
Switching
up
sides.
cleanly. A little bit of a hard disadvantage they put themselves in now, as they are not in the 9-3 curse. But that is just a joke, and it's just a little bit of superstition. Of course, every round win counts for the side of CBC. And see how we end up playing on the attack and how Western Iowa plays their team comp on the defense. I think they're already being different, having KJ on A seemingly. It's a little bit an interesting play, but you won't expect it, as everyone expects the B setup that is just so iconic to.
Yeah, but with them also having KJ and KO and Sova, putting them on B site is good as well. Just having that split is going to be a massive advantage, as Dart does come out but doesn't catch anybody. Looking at a slow push to A, it all just depends on who can get that first pick, as smoke does come out, but knife gets hit as well, and they do notice everybody. That knife does catch everyone. So still slow peaks, as peek up does go to Wine, and it looks like Tyson is going to be sitting mid just in case, ready for it, but we are going to be committing onto site, as peek up does catch one up top and one hell. As we get two picks coming out right at the beginning. Knifing on tree, peek up not getting the picks that he wants. Still having the knowledge and the number advantage, being a 5v3, 2 CBC being one shot and one being one shot from Western Iowa.
They're playing this retake a little bit too well. Now Dat Boy and Young Chicken. Dat Boy with 5 HP, trying to get a pick onto Kaizen, but is not quite able to make it work, and that is the round to Western Iowa.
Yeah, with Moy not, with this being the first round, Moy's not gonna have his sworn maids available, so he just has to peek and try to get those picks to get this round over to their side, but they just couldn't secure it off of those final picks when they got the entry. So as we go into the next round, the 4-9 in favor of Western Iowa. You know, 4-9, it's pretty close. It's like, imagine it was 9-3 and we won this round.
Yeah, almost the exact same.
Exactly. As we go into the 14th round here, Kyson does push up and does get picked off, as it looks like we're going very fast into B.
Here.
see these plays coming out as Hopscotch is in Boathouse. Pickup does see and get caught and just barely avoids the swarm grenade, escaping with 6 HP, knowing that 2 are market. Here comes Drone out. He's gonna catch both using util. Just barely, Omen barely escapes. Just head tap after head tap coming out. We'll see the 1v1 between the Omens as this plays out, taking it very slowly. They might see each other, and they do.
Catches Beans with his util up. That was a little scary. I saw him look away, looking like he might have made a similar mistake as we kept seeing over and over again, where they just look away right as they're going through the smoke. But luckily that was not the case this time.
Yeah, Pickup chose the right time to push into market as Sova pulled out the drone and Omen was looking for a smoke. Just unfortunately did not get both, but they did end up securing the round anyways as we go into the 15th round. See a B push as only KJ is on B, and we see everyone else frantically scrambling to get to that site, hoping that they don't go fast. But KJ's swarm grenades are going to stop them from the push to give Western Iowa more time to swing around.
As they're taking out Dapple away from Young Chicken does end up taking out the final boss of the mid, as it seems.
Yeah, unfortunately that Marshall does put us at a 3v4 advantage, and it looks like they're going to do a fake and try to make it back towards B, but it seems like they are not going to take the bait, with 3 of them still sitting B site waiting for it to happen. 51 seconds left in the round, still a lot of time to decide what to do, but it looks like we are going to be attacking B. If they just give it a little bit more time, everyone's going to rotate off. Let's see how this goes. Smoke comes out, knife comes out, all the utils being thrown.
30 seconds left.
They're getting close on market. KJ is caught out, and they have sight for free. All they have to do is play post plant. Pickup does have his updraft. We'll see how they play it. Looks like they're going 3 market. Now this puts CBC at a good position because they do have the numbers to watch both angles. Chicken does get suppressed, but still haven't made any advance for it. And here we go with the blind coming out. Omen's gonna peek first, but Chicken is in a good position. We just see they don't have a lot of time left. DJ catching. No more time.
One enemy remaining.
Gets a flick as well.
And that's Beans down too. The spike ends up getting him, and now he loses that gun. This is where the comeback begins for CBC.
CBC played that perfectly, just waiting for the perfect time for them to fall for it and realize, hey, they might be going A. And then just using all the util that they saved to get onto site and catch that KJ. And that's just exactly what they did, perfectly going to plan, and then just waiting them out. They had to push. All they had to do was just wait for them to push, find the right times, and they did get that bomb explosion to catch the last person, getting all 5 kills as we get into the 16th rounds. 6-9 from CBC. We are looking like we're playing default, but does Peekov want the ego challenge Tyson? They did. CBC did get knives, so they are aware that 3 of them are A. So this might end up in a B push. No real site changes from Western Iowa yet. Still waiting to see who's going to do what.
Gosh, just spamming through Peekup's smoke.
You should run.
As DJ throws his smoke, AJ ult is coming out, and knife did catch them, but not enough. They are going to get that back off and get free. Oh, as we get that headshot from Market. Gets one, but can't secure the third, leaving us in a 4v3 with bomb down. They are at a very good advantage with KJ still being alive.
Aizen pulls out the knives.
Jet ult with the updraft. Majority sitting boathouse. Do have a good cross angle. Kaisen is gonna try to get that pick as Moy gets a pick.
Oh, Young Chicken gets taken out by Kaizen. Spamming with the Odin.
All they have to do is wait. They have time. As Kaisen is backing off, so it will look like CBC will get this round as well, 6-9, but will they have time to escape? They're gonna catch him. They have to be aware. He didn't get him. Oh, but he does get him with a knife and walks away, securing one and keeping his life. So we are looking at a tremendous comeback from CBC on this attacking side, being now 7-9 from an 8-4.
The problem that I'm seeing on their team is that Kaizen has that operator that is very scary. He ended up saving it and walked away with 1 HP, mind you. He did not have full HP, he had 1 HP, and that is
Getting that
extremely unlucky for us.
is just amazing. Are getting that knife out as well and catching 3 more as KO does throw his nade to block off the push. But it looks like we are using the Omen ult for intel, and he does catch a few. But with smokes everywhere, everyone's just blindly firing. His peek up does find Bean's Heaven. There's one more there. Op is threatening tree as Peek up is looking for a headshot on DJ.
Enemy tank. Flag it.
Trying to get those cross angles, nothing yet. See if they make it fast. Chicken did see the end of that off in tree. Still nothing yet. He does get a straight cut from OP firing blindly in heaven. One on defuse that DJ does catch, but Agile catches him well. Peekov gets it with Silva being in heaven with 10 HP. Gets him as well. Lats is off sitting tree. See with a 1v3 if they will try to save it. As Kaisen does get a pick, but Dohyun might try to make his way out to see if he can get it, but Kaisen is ready. And Dohyun's gonna let Kaisen get away with that op as they secure the 17th round, making it 8-9.
Don't want to peek into an op and potentially use the gun that you have too. So kind of a smart decision, kind of a hard decision to make actually, because it's very, you know, you want to get the operator off the board, but you know, it's, you don't want to peek it when they've already got that advantage on you either, because they can just, you know, it makes it worse if you lose. So.
Yeah, and especially Jet with op is just monstrous, especially with her dash. She can just get a free shot and back out. We are seeing Silverdrone mid from both teams actually, and the smoke cutting off mid and market. Knife comes out and catches Peekov and Moy, but that's only 2, so they do not have the full picture of what's going on yet. Chicken gonna be approaching tree pretty slowly. See, not yet, trying to still gain more intel as they do hear ult orb get picked up. Did catch one. See, as we might see some come through here as they get 3 picks, really cleaning, just cleaning up the site. As Knife comes out as well and catches Sova. All they have to worry about is where Jet is, and Jet is nowhere to be found for that site. As the Jet is saved as well. Will he get the knife kill? No way.
And he does. He gets the knife kill on Opie. Knew where he was. I thought he just had no idea, but it looked like he was just playing the mental game there.
OP just stuck trying to figure out what to do in heaven, tunnel vision forwards, as Dohyun just gets right behind them and gets that knife kill. As Kaisen is saving again, they just can't seem to find him, but it's also kind of working at a disadvantage to them because Kaisen is not there for the team fights. As Kaisen goes back to spawn. We'll see if Moy wants to challenge the op. Anyone wants to challenge the op, but it looks like they're just gonna let Spike go out and let Kaisen keep that off. But at the same time, they are not at a good eco advantage at all, which could put them in a bad scenario. Hopscotch put in a situation with that timeout coming.
The timeout coming out from the CBC looks like it was a decision. I saw Doyeon running out of the room, so it looks like he's actually just using this as a little bit of a bathroom break. But the timeout can be good to, you know, throw them off a little bit, make sure that they don't, you know, break our snowball. They want to keep the ball rolling on the side of CBC and just keep on, you know, keep on this advantage that they have. The econ, as we can see on the scoreboard, is very much in the favor of CBC. The only thing that Western Iowa has is the op, and like you said, is his disadvantage because he's not there for the team fights. He doesn't want to lose the op, and the downside of that is that he never sees an enemy. So without a kill, that's no value, and overall the operator is not really doing much for them. And maybe that's a point of contention for their team.
Yeah, what I'm seeing here is that, in my personal opinion, losing op on defensive side is not the worst case scenario, because on this map, especially attacking with op, it's not really the best scenario because there's so many angles that they can take. But we'll see if DJ is finally going to get caught off by this op, as Kaisen is holding this very aggressive angle on A. Still nothing yet. Still haven't moved. Hiccup did catch that op, and we'll see if DJ tries to throw that blind or if they back off in general. They'll have a minute 10 left in the round to see what the plan is going to be. Still have not backed off of A. Dark does come out, and it looks like they're just trying to push everyone off. 54 seconds here, trying to figure out what to do.
I want to funnel everyone into their KJ setup on B.
We do have a KJ ult from us. See if that gets used or not, as we do get a fast push on B, and here comes that KJ ult. We'll see if Omen can really get out there as he teleports in and gets headshot from CT. Upping market as well. They did get everyone off of site with that ult, but they still have KJ util on left side. Getting that dart as well to find out where Kaisen was, as Beans does get taken out with the Odin and the spray with Opie going down, and Kaisen finally falls, getting the op. Actually, they leave the op. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying there, where it does not help unless you're just trying to take a pick mid with that op. So they just keep with the guns that they got, but they got that op out of Kaisen's hands, and they do not have enough money to buy another one. So we'll be seeing 2 Odins coming from both Silva and KO. This will be very interesting to see how this goes.
Look like Opie's gonna play that iconic Silva angle on
Yeah.
B, and he's actually pre-firing it too, without even knowing if anyone's there. Doyeon pops the ult, but then just cancels it. I think that might have been on accident.
Dohyun popped his ult, but got caught by the KO knife, canceling it out completely. Super unfortunate from Dohyun, but it does look like they are going to get mid pretty free. As Kaisen did not catch Moy, and I don't know if they saw each other either. He does peek this. He will be fighting it. Dohyun did catch KO, and we will see a push from Tree. Flash comes out and knife. Still nothing Jett. And here we go, getting that one pick. And getting agile with that ult down too. They just have to finish him off. Ooh, Chicken avoiding the tree. We'll see if we can get that spam going as well.
Shadows.
1 second left as it is
One
a
enemy
4v2. Now 4v1 from Dokkan.
Who could have predicted this?
That is, I believe, we went from 4-9 to 11-9.
Yeah, 4-8.
So that is just a huge win streak for us. It looks like they are going to use their timeout to stop the snowball potentially. But look at their econ on the side of Western Iowa. They have nothing. The only thing that they have is a KJ ultimate, but without a good gun, that's not going to really do you much, especially on defense.
Yeah, unfortunately for this, they just have to save. They don't have any other choice, because if they buy and force buy with bulldogs and heavy shield or just any sort of gun scenario that puts them at a disadvantage if they do lose, they just can't afford that, because it would put them to match points. But we will be seeing if they can try to find a way to stop CBC's attacks. They just haven't been able to keep them off site, and just that play of bouncing between site and site and getting them all mixed up and out of position is just really helping them out when it comes to trying to get that initial site push going, as we do get in to the 21st round.
Something I've noticed about CBC that that Western Iowa is lacking is that when they commit, they commit. So they use their util. That means that's the site that they're going to. And a lot of times with Western Iowa, that is not the case.
Jett does have a Guardian and tried to get that pick. Actually, I believe that Jett did force. So we'll see how this goes as 3 get caught off. But Moy does catch on button. See, 20 HP. They have 4 seconds to res KO. And they can't get that res off as Dohin gets hit by Dart. And gets hit by Dart again. Left with 57 HP. And here comes Drone as well.
Spike gets planted though, and Doyan
Bomb grenade out.
and DuBois, they are able to play these angles too. One
Dohin
per
does
angle.
get the pick. Now it's all a 2v2, but they are sitting at low HP with Dohin sitting at 57 and Moy getting caught off with being one shot. Let's see how this plays off. And Dohin gets caught.
Not quite able to find beans. They did end up taking that round and were able to grab some Vandals to get a little bit of an even game once again. Thrifty round, they spent less money. But we are going to be moving on to the next round, 11-10. The game is not quite over, and CBC had a lot of money saved up from their 7-round win streak. So, and Pika with the Jet Knives, even if they lose this round, he still has another save up his sleeve. So CBC is still at a very clear advantage. So we have to see how Western Iowa is able to shut down if they're able.
Yeah, they finally got 1 round under them, so let's see if we can pick it. If CBC can pick it back up, we get into the 22nd round. Looking to be a little bit of a split push. As Chicken does pick off Kaisen, getting that great pick with that swing, but Agile's there as well, which Chicken gets as well. They do have B-side for free. Let's see, they are going to fast rotate and try to get site secured, which they do have. Let's see if Chicken is hungry for more. Try to get that flash out, which he does. Oh, and he doesn't get it with them being a little bit too far away. Didn't even get a bullet on them, which is super unfortunate, but they're still at a 4v3 advantage. DJ being 1 kill away from his ult.
Shadows traveling.
But the opposing KJ does have ult as well to push them off of site. We'll see if they make that decision. With 2 of them falling, last is Opie, and he is just caught in CT.
Here.
See if his plan is to try to get kills or back them off, but I don't believe they have the eco to do that.
Doyan's coming up behind.
As Dohin is just flanking, but he hears them and picks him off. Still don't believe he has enough time to push, as DJ is going to catch him off guard and get that kill, securing 12-10, putting us match point going into the final round. And being at such a disadvantage on this map, especially on defensive side, ending the first half being 4-8. Normally that is not the numbers that we like to see, but CBC has brought it back on the attack side, just being unstoppable.
Something I noticed from that round specifically, as soon as they saw that the KJ utility was on A, they immediately decided to rotate back. Seeing that B was wide open like that, that's, you know, that's the thing about switching it up like that.
Here we go. They did get the dart, and Opie did not catch anybody with that. Yeah, in that round, they just were going slow A, and then once Chicken got those 2 picks in B, they just made the decision to do fast rotate as Hopscotch is found, and Util is getting thrown out, but I don't think that is going to get caught. He kept trying to dodge everything. He's got to get that pick or else the... Oh.
He is detained. Now they're able to plant Spike.
Dohyun does get a pick.
Revealing area.
Dohyun does have ult, so he can just sit wherever he pleases for this. And this is going to be very hard, but they do have KO and Omen, which are 2 characters that are very good for retakes as smokes do come out.
Nowhere to run.
We're seeing Sova ult get used now.
Found them.
And getting caught. KO being 1 HP from that, and Omen being 75
One
HP.
enemy remaining.
And Dohyun does get both kills. What a comeback from CBC from that. Let's see those player reactions. Everyone's happy. Everyone's cheering.
That is a 7-round win streak coming out from CBC. Absolutely insane. They played that perfectly. They played the attack so much better than Southern Iowa, or Western Iowa, I'm sorry. But that is going to be the end of the match today. Just 2 maps down, that secures our number 2 seed in the playoffs. And that is going to be great for us for the... I think next week is when we have our playoff matches. But until then, we are going to sign off. Make sure you guys check out our merch store one last time for us to plug it. Get yourself some CBC Hawks merch. And of course, thank you all for tuning in. But now we got to tune out. Have a good night.